Here we have the STR LS 549, made by Satoru Yatsuzuka for Deviser Guitars Japan at the Asuka plant, Nagano. As you can see, it has exquisite top woods. This one is burl, and the STR logo is inset in abalone. The fretboard is 24 fret ebony board with beautiful ebony inlays circled in gold. Pickups are Nordstrand DC5s. And the circuitry is Aguilar OBB 3 preamp. So you got tone, you got master tone, 3-band EQ with notch. You've got your volume and balancer as well. The switches are active or passive, and then you have a mid-frequency switch too. Makes a huge difference for your tonality. The back there, as you can see, is flame maple. It's absolutely gorgeous, and a sandwich between the flame maple and the burl top is an ash body. The neck is 3-piece maple, and at the back of the headstock there you have some thermo wood at the heel, and the hardware, as you can see, is hip shot in black.
G'day guys, so what I'm going to do to demonstrate this beauty is record a loop. I'm going to try and use the lower 3 strings for the loop, and then what I'll do is I'll add some chords on top of that so you can hear the higher end of the instrument. Right now what we're going to do is just have everything set flat, have the preamp activated, and we've got the master tone about halfway at this point, and pickups balanced. So there you go, that's the mode we're in, and let's record a loop. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll just boost the treble a little bit and play some chords, boosting the treble, boosting the mid. So here we go with some chords. There you go. Okay, and then finally what I'm going to do is just double up the bass line a little bit in a higher register, and this time I'm going to dial the rear pickup, boost the mid, boost the bass, and I'm going to use the mid switch here, and I'm going to turn the master tone, sorry, a little bit down. So there you go. Now we have our loop. Just going to turn that up a little bit so I can hear myself. Okay, and I'll just demonstrate the EQ a little bit over this loop. What I'll do is, first of all, seeing as we're in this mode already, I'll demonstrate the master EQ. I'm going to turn the master EQ right down. I'm going to just improvise a little bit of solo. So that's with the master EQ right down, rear pickup dialed. let me play something with the master tone dialed about halfway. Okay, so you get that really nice, lovely, creamy tone there. So that's really lovely. And then the other thing which is great about this is it has the mid switch as well. So let's turn the mid switch off now. The mid switch was on just then. This is how the same thing sounds with the mid switch off. Let's play a similar lick with the mid switch on. So you can hear what happens there with the mid switch is it kind of just adds a little bit of fugginess. It kind of cuts off the very high end, the highs in the EQ, and rounds things out a little bit. You could call it the cream switch if you like, but equally so. Let's just try the same thing with the master EQ turned up. So just to reiterate, we have the rear pickup dialed, we have bass boosted about 3/4, we have the mid frequencies boosted about 3/4, we've turned off the mid switch, and we've now got the master tone dialed full up. Okay, now let's turn the mid switch on. So you can hear again that's fugged that out a little bit. Let's now dial the mid full up. Let's have a look at it flat and do some slap stuff for it. So I'll dial everything flat. I'll turn off the mid switch. I've got the master tone dialed up. So that's the kind of sound you get there. If I boost the bass, and if I boost the mid, and if I boost the treble, so now let's do the same riff, and I'll just turn the master tone right down. And midway up now. And full up again. Right, so you can hear that there's quite a wide variety of tonal options there, and that's just with the pickups balanced. Alright, now let's try the same thing with the front pickup dialed. So the front pickup is now dialed, and we're in active mode, and we have the master tone full up. Now, boost the bass. And now boost the mid. And now boost the treble. Okay, so that's the front, how the front pickup sounds. Now let's dial the master tone right down. And dial the master tone midway. There you go. So, it has great tonal variety for just about any style of music you ever would want to play. I haven't looked at it in passive mode yet. Let's turn it into passive mode. Of course, the bass becomes much quieter in passive mode as the preamp isn't engaged. But what I'll do is I'll turn the volume full up. Currently, I had the volume about 3/4 because actually the preamp's very powerful, and with it going direct into my computer sound card, what you're hearing in this recording today, by the way, is completely direct. It's unaffected. It's just how the bass sounds. So what I'll do is I'll play passive mode now, pickups balanced, and we'll have the master tone dialed up and the volume full up. So basically it operates like a, well actually it's not a regular jazz bass because this has humbucking pickups, but anyway, the passive sound is like this. I'll play the same slap riff. At the same volume it was before, it's a little bit quieter. So, and with the master tone dialed down. So, and midway, sorry. That's how it sounds in passive mode for slap. Let's now do some fingerstyle in passive mode. Let's dial everything up. And that's just passive mode, everything balanced. Let's do the rear pickup now. Of course the EQ's not going to work because we're in passive mode, and we'll turn the master tone right down. And midway up. Down again. So, I mean, even in the passive mode you can get quite a wide variety of tones. Let's do the front pickup now. That's the front pickup, tone full up. Front pickup, tone halfway, tone off now. Great. And finally, just to demonstrate the evenness of tone, what I'm going to do is play a little bit of tapping in active mode. First of all, I'll have everything dialed flat with the master tone up full, and I'll play a little Latin groove. Okay, and now let's boost the bass. And now notice when this happens, when we boost the bass, I think you get a really nice even sound. This is not full up, this is bass 3/4. we add the mid, superb. And if we do this with the master tone halfway, off, master tone right the way down, full up again, you can really hear the richness and clarity of the tone of this instrument. Yeah, it's superb. Can't really fault it. Let's just do a little bit more intricate tapping, which uses more of the tones in the lower regions as well. At an optimum EQ setting, I would say balanced pickups, mid and bass boosted 3/4, master tone, just rolled off a touch, just a little bit. Okay. So again, that just demonstrates how how clear this instrument is. Yeah, so beautiful instrument again. All of these STRs that I'm reviewing, they have just excellent craftsmanship. The build quality is amazing. One thing I would say about this one, this doesn't have the thermo wood that the 6-string I reviewed does have. And I do notice there is a difference in stability. If you have the thermo wood, I think it's a much more stable instrument. I would recommend thermo wood personally. Thermo wood, by the way, is when they essentially roast the wood of the neck or body in order to make it resilient to climatic change. This one has been, of course, dried, but it's not thermo-treated. It's not roasted, which is why you still have the natural colors, as you can see. The body, the main part of the body is 2-piece ash, and it's not been thermally treated, like the 6-string that I reviewed the other day has. So that's a big thing to think about, I think. I would personally recommend the thermally treated wood. However, this though, I mean, the rugged drying process that they use on these instruments it ensures that you have a stable instrument anyway. I mean, all of these, the neck wood and the body wood is treated and dried for a long period of time, maybe much longer than other manufacturers do. So I mean, up in this range of instrument, you know, the completion time for such an instrument, including the drying time, is a long time. So and I think that's you know, when you play one of these instruments, you really can feel and hear and see the attention to detail and the time and effort that has been put into it. Satoru Yatsuzuka is definitely one of the finest luthiers in Japan, and as a result, you know, the Deviser factory is making a lot of OEM for famous brands. So STR is one of their own brands, as is Bacchus and Momose as well. Momose is another master luthier that is at the Asker plant there working with Deviser. So basically, you know, Deviser instruments are among the finest in Japan. So there you go, that's the STR LS This is a 549. Let me just reiterate to you, the 5 stands for 5 strings, the 4 stands for the 4 from 34-inch scale, and the 9 stands for 19, the 9 from 19, as in the string spacing at the bridge, 19 millimeters. Alright, thanks a lot for watching, and I hope that's been informative for you.